Welcome to City Week, ladies and gentlemen. Today I have the pleasure of sitting down with a young lady that mother started a program here in our community years ago. A lot of us probably remember her, but we have her daughter today, the Director of Communities in School, Miss Tabitha Coverson. Tabitha, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Well, it's good to have you here on the show. Of course, I had to mention your mom because I remember Carol from years ago working with Communities in School. I had an opportunity to work with her and know the great job that she did, and I know that you're doing exactly the same thing because the apple don't fall far from the tree. So, but Tabitha, if you don't mind, tell us a little bit about yourself, if you don't mind.
Okay. Like you said, my name is Tabitha Coverson. I'm the Director of Communities and Schools. We're actually Communities and Schools of Georgia in Troup County now.
Okay.
And I've been here, this is going into my 9th year. I came in 2012. It doesn't seem like it's been that long.
Yeah.
I guess when you finally find a career that's more than just a job, it's easy to lose track of time.
That's right.
And Communities in School, you know, I'm a native of LaGrange, graduated class of 94 LaGrange High School. I went to UGA, but I ended up graduating from LaGrange College. Okay. So I've been here for several years. I'm not going to say my age on TV.
Okay, I know you. I won't ask either. Okay.
But yeah, I worked for the state of Georgia for 8.5 years, and this position came open. And I remember, you know, my mom working here, and I was like, you know, this is something I want to do. And, you know, people were like, are you sure? You know, nonprofits, a lot different from, you know, working for the state. You know, that's a guaranteed paycheck, you know, benefits and those things. But it's been a great experience. Good. And Communities in Schools has been here in Troup County for 32 years. This is our 32nd year, starting in '89. Okay. And it's been on a national level for over 40 years. And CIS of Troup County is the first affiliate that was created outside of a metro area. So, you know, we have a number of firsts here in Troup County. And so what we do is work with our at-risk youth. I don't really like using that term, but students that have challenges or barriers to education. And so what we do, I have site coordinators. They work inside the school. And we do exactly what our name says, is we bring in community resources to help those students, whether it's with academics, with behavior, attendance, because if kids aren't in school, they can't learn. And a lot of times, people seem to think that kids don't come to school because they just don't want to. And most of the time, that's not the case. There's a lot of what I like to call background noise. Kids have issues with, you know, at home. Maybe they didn't sleep last night, there's no power, they don't have clean clothes to wear. A lot of our kids need glasses and, you know, don't have the means to access those resources. So whatever their barrier is, we try to provide those resources. If we can't do it ourselves, we broker those services with partners in the community. And we have tons of partners. We're always looking for more partners to come in and, you know, assist us with helping our students. This past year, the pandemic, you know, it was a real eye-opener about some of the gaps we have, you know, with mental health. We try to provide and refer students for mental health services, you know, physical health services, those things. We did food distributions over the course of about 6 months. We gave out over 7,000 boxes of food.
Wow.
In Troup County and also Meriwether and Talbot County. Okay.
All right. Let me ask you a question, not to cut you off, you do great information. When you're talking about kids, what are the age ranges that you all deal with, Tabitha?
K through 12.
Okay, so you deal with the whole,
all of them.
All right, K through. And you talked a bit about the background noise. Expound on that a little bit more too, because I think so many times is, you know, I was in the school system for a while and teachers just automatically think that every child comes from the same environment.
They don't.
Talk about that.
For, you know, just to give you an example, you may have a student that had, you know, I'm going to compare two students. You have a student that comes from, you know, I'm not even going to say a two-parent home, but a home, you know.
Just from a household.
A household, you know, everything's pretty good. You know, the water's running clean, you know, no major issues. And then you have a student who may come from a household where, you know, somebody's not working, And it may, no fault of their own. We saw this past year. People get, laid off and things get behind. And so you have a student that comes to school and may seek out a site coordinator to get soap and washcloth and clean clothes so they can take a shower at school just so they can sit down in the classroom and function. Because otherwise, that same student would come in, may not be looking or smelling their best. And it's hard to focus on academics when you have students around you who notice, and kids can be cruel.
Absolutely.
And so we try to make sure we have those things available so we can get that child in that classroom and focus on what's being taught. A lot of times people think kids are just kids, and no, kids, take on whatever's going on. And I know we as adults, we stress out about things, about bills and those things. And when kids see their parents stressed out about that stuff, they take on those same things and they bring them to school. And we see it, they act out, they fall asleep and those things. And we also, take it a step further and we work with the parents. I was speaking with someone, I said, over the course of the last year, I've helped parents with accessing their benefits, health, unemployment. I've done resumes for parents just to try to give them, a step up so they can, do better.
Very good, very good. I mean, because, again, when you talk about reaching out, sometimes, like I said, the tentacles reach so far into the community that you don't never know what, root or tree you might hit or to be able to assist with. And I know that you talked about volunteers, people going into the rooms and classroom and stuff. Can you use other volunteers to help with your capacity?
Always.
Okay.
Always.
If somebody was interested, how can they get in touch with you?
They can reach out to me, through our website, through Facebook. Okay. Call our office. My cell phone number's on everything. That's the best way to reach me. Okay. My office is in the defects building, and of course that building is closed right now. So, I'm working out of my home, but I'm still accessible. Email, cell phone, you name it, Facebook. A lot of people reach out to me through Facebook. Okay. Both the CIS page and my personal page. Sometimes like, how did you find me? But I don't mind. Okay, very good. Well, today we want to talk about other ways that the community can get involved and volunteers can help out. And I know that so many times when you talk about a fundraising event, everybody's got their own perhaps signature event that they like to promote, and people have gravitated to them and they're, very successful. Right. And I think you were thinking about something that could help out with your organization and not necessarily duplicate what's been done. So you guys came up with a scavenger hunt, a sinister intent. Right. Talk a little bit about that if you don't mind. So like you said, I was trying to find something different that hasn't been done. And so I came across a scavenger hunt, and it's called Sinister Intent, and it's like a superhero adventure. Okay. So people can dress up as their favorite superhero, and what they do is download it. Once you purchase a ticket, the tickets are $60, and you can have 6 people on your team. So a team of 6, that's like $10 a person, for a fundraising event. Right. And then they'll download the app, so everything is done through the app, and it'll send you to different locations, and you get, pick up the clues or whatever. So it's all done, it's in person but virtually, so you don't have to go in or have contact with people other than your team. Okay. So it's a safe and family friendly. I mean, even you can dress your pets up as superheroes and bring them as well. But it'll be in the downtown LaGrange area. Okay. And so it's just a lot of fun. It starts at 10, your family, your church groups, civic organizations, anybody can, put together a 10. You can have as few as 2 and as many as 6 per team. Okay. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And again, it's something different. I don't play golf, so, and I can't participate because I know where all the spots are. I got the map, so I can't be on anybody's team and I can't have my own team. Okay. But I think it'll be, I'll be out there, cheering on people and just kind of watching what's going on. But I think it's going to be fun, and it's something different, and get people outside and fresh air and those things. Yeah. And no pressure, just get out there and have fun and laugh and enjoy. Absolutely. And Tabitha, if you don't mind, I know you have a email here and also a telephone number. Go ahead and give that out, so just in case somebody's listening, they want to get a ticket. Okay. And my email address is tcoverson, that's TCOVERSON as in Victor, ERSON, at CIS Georgia, and it's the whole word, georgia.org. Or my cell phone is 706-668-7571. And you can access the tickets through our Facebook page, through our website, which is CIS. You can type in CIS Troop, and it'll take you to our website, which is cisga.org/troop.
Okay. All right.
/Troop County, I'm sorry. And so there are various ways. I'll be, starting today, I'll be posting this every single day. The last day to purchase tickets is next Friday, June the 11th at 6 p.m. And the event is actually June 12th.
June the 12th. Okay, very good. And it's going to be downtown in LaGrange, starting at 10 o'clock a.m. And Tabitha, I know that anytime when you talked about nonprofit, I ran a nonprofit organization for a period of years. So the proceeds, no doubt, will be poured back into the organization. Talk about some of the things that you plan on doing with the funding.
For one, we have a summer program that starts on Monday. It's a 4-week program. Students are charged a nominal $40 application fee, but most of the kids that we serve can't afford it. So, you know, we have scholarships available for those students. But we try to, like this summer, they're going to have golf lessons and tennis lessons, and we're taking them to the virtual iFly where they get a simulated, what do you call it? You jump out of
parachuting?
And those things. And so we try to expose kids to things that they wouldn't normally get a chance to do. And also during the year, you know, we have our mentoring groups, and we have a leadership group that sometimes comes and participates in the work session with the city council. And so we use the funding to provide, you know, those services as well as the other services, you know, students that might need shoes, or if they have, you know, we keep a clothing closet, but if there's something that we don't have available, sometimes we have to go out and make those purchases. This past year during the pandemic, thank goodness for organizations like Kia and Junior Service League. They helped, and a lot of other people in the community donated clothing and hygiene items, because those things. But sometimes we have to supplement donations, you know, out of our own budget. And of course, I have a staff that expects a paycheck, you know, twice a month. So anything to keep our organization running and make sure our kids get what they need.
Absolutely. Well, Tabitha, if you don't mind, as we close out, just recap your upcoming fundraising event, where, when, how they can get involved, if you don't mind.
And again, it's June 12th, which is next Saturday, excuse me, at 10 a.m. downtown LaGrange. It's called the Center Stand Tent. It's a superhero adventure scavenger hunt. And again, you can purchase tickets. We have a web page. We have a website. We have a Facebook page, and you can, or if you need more details, you can email me at Tabitha Coverson at cisgeorgia.org, or call me on my cell at 706-668-7571.
All right. Well, Tabitha, I know that the phones will ring. People will dress up in their various outfits, costumes, and come on out and support an organization that's been here for 32 years in our community and giving back to the youth, and thank for the volunteers that help out so tremendously. You can't say enough about them, I'm sure. So thank you for being my guest today.
Thank you.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for more City Week coming up in just a moment.